Rupert Murdoch was visiting the Australian province of his global empire last week, and he had some strong words for public broadcasters such as the ABC. Like his son James, he reckons they're getting way too ambitious.
And at any rate, if you look at them, most of their stuff is stolen from the newspapers now, and we'll be suing them for copyright. They'll have to spend a lot more money on a lot more reporters to cover the world.
Well, I'm sure the ABC and the BBC would argue about that. The fact is, it's newspapers that are having to cut back on reporters worldwide as revenue and readers desert them for the internet. Rupert Murdoch's solution: internet users will soon have to pay to visit his websites, an idea that ABC Managing Director Mark Scott has publicly ridiculed.
It strikes me as a classic play of old empire, of empire in decline. Believing that because you once controlled the world, you can continue to do so. Because you once set the rules, you can do so again.
3 weeks ago, we took a look at News Corporation's plans. To listen to James Murdoch, you'd assume it wants to charge readers to access its general online news. But according to the Australian's media columnist Mark Day, the online sites that News Limited charges for won't look like the current free ones. Instead, they'll be
more akin to social networks, a hybrid of news, services, commerce, information and entertainment designed for like-minded people.
All the signs are that we won't be asked to pay for what we're getting now for free. We'll be asked to pay for what we're not getting. Well, it looks like I was wrong. Rupert Murdoch made it very plain on Saturday that he is planning to ask internet users to pay for what they're getting now for free.
Well, they shouldn't have had it free all the time. I think we've been asleep. And you know, it costs us a lot of money to put together good newspapers and good content, and you know, they're very happy to pay for it when they buy a newspaper, and I think when they read it elsewhere they're going to have to pay.
And fascinatingly, when Sky News' David Spears put to Murdoch precisely the sort of plan that Mark Day seemed to be talking about 3 weeks ago, the great man was having none of it.
You can provide basic news free, analysis and commentary you can pay for, and then tailor, have a third tier where you tailor premium news content for the interests that a particular user would have. Is this the sort of...
We put the whole lot together. We wouldn't try and distinguish, because we think, there's also in a newspaper, or we've got a newspaper today, or a news service, there's a thing called editorial judgment. There's a thing called quality of writing, quality of reporting.
There is indeed, and maybe enough people will pay for it online. We'll have to wait and see.